when you go back and you read the scripture, you see that we come from renowned people. We come from a renowned people. They totally fucked out, man. We come from a renowned nation, man. We're just not like no rinky-dink nation. Now we're the greatest people on the planet Earth. All right, and you have to hold yourself to standards. And one thing Jake lacks is a standard. You know. Go ahead, bro.
Psalms 91:1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust.
Yeah, so we put our trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and that's why we're going to be safe when that time comes, for the time of Jacob's trouble. Because like the brother was saying, all these other people who's selling out to Esau, they're not thinking of the fact that the society is it's on its way out of here, it's crashing, the economy is going down, everything's done. They're thinking about how they're going to keep on living their life years and years from now. In their mind, they think like, oh, I'm setting it up for my kids' kids. I'm going to just pass on my fortune to them. No, you're not even going to make it that far.
Yeah, Psalms 49:11 says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. And that goes with Esau first and foremost, but it also goes with Jake. Jake is trying to make something in this life, in this world. That's why they'll sell out, because they want their pleasure in this world. They don't think about what's going to happen. Okay, if they do these things, what's going to happen when they pass on, so to speak. You know, so that's why they're trying to live their best life, and their best life is what? Following out the ways of Esau, being a demon, giving up, having no morals. Just if you want to lay down with a man, lay down with a man. If you want to turn yourself into a woman, turn yourself into a woman. If that pleases you, you can do as you will. Ultimately, yeah, it's the do as thou wilt doctrine that's being pushed out. Okay, that's what Esau wants. He wants everybody to be a goddamn demon. In the book of Maccabees, the first chapter, it tells you that Antiochus, he gave them license to do wickedness, and that he told the whole world to leave off their customs, okay, and basically follow after the Greeks. So that's what the chip essentially is. That's what Americanism is. It's to cast up all your religion, all your ways, and you see that these heathens come over here, Moab, Ammon, Ishmael, Elam, Ham, and what do? They try to assimilate into society by acting like a so-called white man, being putting on a suit and tie, okay, throwing away their ancient customs and garbs. They're throwing away their religion. They come over here, they be atheists. And Jake does the same thing. That's why Jake's in the military. Oh, I'm proud of. What's your national? I'm American. You have Jakes that say, oh, I'm American. I was born and raised here in America. I fight for America. You know, because they have that American spirit, and that American spirit, basically, when you break it down, it's Satanism. Okay, it's filled with pride, it's filled with hatred, coveting. Okay, all the fruits of the flesh. That's what America essentially. That's what it teaches you. That's its foundation. It's to do what? To please your flesh. That's why when you're a child, you're watching TV. What's coming on? Goddamn commercials about doing what? Putting demons on you. I want this toy. I want that toy. It's always something new coming out. And then when you get older, oh, it's always a new car. All right, new shoes. It's always new. And the digital age is moving so fast that if you're not tuned in, an hour of news that's late news. You missed it. Yeah. Right, and that's what Esau wants. He wants you to be tuned in. He wants you to be tuned into the cloud through his system. He wants to combine machine and man together. So now you're a goddamn robot. All right.
Trying to be like the Tower of Babel, have everybody come together as one under under his blockchain technology with the mark of the beast. Because if everybody on the chip, you're all under that same system. Everybody operating under the same currency, the same this and that. Everybody's all plugged, like you said, plugged up to the same cloud. So everybody's basically joined together as one. And that's exactly what he wants. He's gonna, instead of it being optional, it's not gonna be optional no more. It's gonna get to the point to where he's forcing it on you. You gotta take this, or else you're gonna miss out.
And he's gonna he's gonna present it to you like this is the best case scenario. And if you go against this means you're going against the world advancing. You're going against the new evolution. You're going against society. You're evil. You don't want to take the chip. You don't want to tune into society. Look, everything. No more war. This and that. You know. And he's gonna. And then people that don't take the chip, they're gonna be ostracized.
You're a terrorist.
You're a terrorist, and now you see that. Anything foreign or domestic terrorism, and he's gonna deem all those who go against his plans as terrorists. And you see that right now, like we were just talking about the so-called black identity extremists. He's gonna lump everybody that doesn't adhere to that system. He's gonna lump you as a terrorist. That's what the whole 9/11. That's what all these policies are pretty much made for. Is to deem those who go against the New World Order to be identified as terrorists and to be eliminated. And the whole world is going to be on that same vibration. Those are terrorists. Because they're so spooked out. You're going to have terrorist attacks out here just how they have it over there in Europe. All right, just how they have it in the Middle East. So he's gearing you up to totally accept the New World Order. He's gearing you up to totally accept the mark of the beast, his idea of how to live. All right, he's going to market it to you. It's going to be very provocative. It's going to be sexy, so to speak. You know, it's going to be monetarily beneficial, you know. It's gonna be the new wave.
Yeah. Psalm 28.
Gun. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, you never supposed to trust the so-called white man, because the white man, he's nothing but a liar, straight out the womb. A liar and deceiver. Alright, so you're never supposed to trust your enemy, yet that's exactly who our people trust. The same person you're not supposed to is the same one that our people want to trust. They don't trust their own people, man. Alright, you can keep on.
Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet taking heed.
Yeah, he gonna humble himself and make it sound like it's something that's actually helping you. Like the brother was saying about the chip, as far as that goes. He's gonna present it like it's something that's helping you out. Are you in a tight struggle? You need this or you need that? Because there's a lot of people out here that's homeless. A lot of people that want more money. They want all these different things that you want and need. He's gonna present it to you with the chip. Anything you wanted that you feel like you're lacking, he's gonna say you can have all that and more if you just take this chip. And then you're gonna force it on you at the same time, because you're not gonna be able to do anything without it. Because it says that in Revelation you can't buy or sell except you have that mark. So like the brother was saying, you're gonna be ostracized from society if you don't have that chip. That's gonna be something. That's gonna be the main thing that you need in order to so-called function within society.
Says, and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to see that it's the goddamn devil. Alright, but that's it. But you gotta know who your enemy is. Alright, so you can be aware of him. And our people don't know who the enemy is. Alright, out of all these, whenever our people come up, out of all the other heathen nations going into captivity, who are the only people they ask about? The so-called white man. Like, where's Esau? Is he gonna make it in the kingdom? Why he gotta go into slavery? You're not asking why the Elam going in, why he gotta go, or why the goose gotta go into slavery. You only care about the so-called white man.
It says, and thou shalt know that his rusts have not been altogether wiped away.
Yeah, we know that, but our people, they don't know that. All right, we know that the devil is the devil, man. All right, you so-called white people, you're the devil. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. No way around it. Anything that you try to say, we know that you're the devil. All right. You keep going.
It says, set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he will stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
Yeah, and that's the so-called white, basically plotting on you. You letting him come in and be cool with you because he's talking all cordial, trying to act like he's looking out for you and all. The whole time he's plotting on you, man. He's just waiting for that perfect opportunity because he's a snake, man. He's a serpent. All right, like the saying goes, like it was one hand, he's shaking your hand with one hand, and then he got a knife behind his back. Because that's how the so-called white man operates. He's not going to be straightforward with what he does. You got to come like a serpent, be deceptive.
It says, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
Yeah, nobody's gonna pity a charmer that was bitten with a serpent. Just like we don't pity when our people fall into the trap that's set up by Esau. Because you should have known who your enemy was. All these different videos that's coming out of Esau showing his hatred, and our people still don't realize that he's the enemy. All right, you still going to that same person to help you out when he's the damn devil. He's not here to help you. He's here to put more hell on you. That's all the so-called white man knows how to do. His blessing was a sword. So he doesn't know how to do anything to help bring life. He only knows how to bring death into the world.
It says, "Are any such as come nigh with beasts, wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit."
Yeah, and that's the so-called white man. He speaks sweetly with his lips, but the whole time he's plotting how to throw you into a pit. All right, like the situation that's going out there in the Middle East, he's trying to act like he's trying to help this and that. He's like, oh, they're doing another chemical attack. We gotta go bomb it over there. He's just trying to, everything that he does, he's just trying to set up a snare and a net for you, man, to trap you there. All right, but nobody sees it because they don't know who their enemy is. They don't know who the enemy is. All right, but these other nations, they're starting to wake up to that. That's why everybody's ready to go to war.
It says he will weep with his eyes, but if he find an opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Yep, if he find an opportunity, he's not going to be satisfied with blood. He can never be satisfied. He always wants more and more. He wants it all. All right?
It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance.
Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
Yeah, the words of his mouth is smoother than butter. So it sounds like it's good things when you're hearing it. Anybody can make anything sound good, but war was in his heart because the whole time he's telling you all these smooth words, he's actually plotting your downfall. All right, war is in his heart. He's thinking of how to really destroy you. All right, he's acting like he's coming to your aid to help you out, this and that. And the whole time in the back of his mind, he's meditating on how he's going to destroy you, man. Put you in further into captivity. All right, how he's going to take you down.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Yeah, they softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. All right, look at what he did to the Native American Indians. He made all these peace treaties and broke all of them. All right, just like with our people, we try to say like, oh, we're going to do this and that for you, but really it doesn't help anybody else. It really makes it worse. Whenever he comes to offer his help is really making the situation worse. All right, because like I said, his blessing it was a sword. It wasn't to bring life. He's bringing death. He's taking peace from the earth. So all the so-called white man knows how to do is just bring more destruction and death to this world. And then you see that. That's why the scriptures say that the days have to be shortened for the elect's sake. Because look at how the state that the world is in and where it's going to. All right, it's not going to be much left if this place was to continue on.
Psalms 10, I started at that one. Psalms 10 and 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
Yeah, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. All right? He's persecuting, the so-called white man is persecuting our people, man. We're the poor, really. We're at the bottom, all right? Our people are the ones struggling, especially out here in the Bay. Our people, the main people who can't afford to live out here is our people. It's affecting everybody, but it's mainly Jake's out here that's struggling to get by. Because they're the ones who work the so-called retail jobs, all the low-level work, the grunt work, that's not really making that much money. That's the work that our people are doing, man. But the so-called white man, he persecutes our people. He put all type of, he set up the liquor stores out there in the projects. You got drugs in your community. All right, he sets up all these different things to persecute you, man. To keep you at that lowest state, because he doesn't want you to come out of that.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Yeah, so the same things that the so-called white man set up for our people to be caught up in, now he's being caught up in that. Like the drugs being in the community, now it's the so-called white people, they're on the opioid epidemic. It's these so-called white people on the opioids now, man. Now you got white people that can't afford to stay where they living at. All right, now the hell that you putting on our people, it's affecting everybody. Now it's basically affecting you now, and he didn't want it to get there, yet it is.
So for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High.
Yeah, Esau not thinking about Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. He's not thinking about the Most High. He doesn't think Most High for anything he's doing. He thinks Satan, if anything. He thinking he did it by his own will. That's why they got that Aleister Crowley saying, "Do as thou wilt." You're not thinking that the Lord did it for him, man. Esau, he boasts and say like, "I did this. I made this." Like it says in the scriptures, he looks at himself like he is the Most High. He's looking at it like he can do whatever he wants to because he thinks that he is God.
Well, Esau believes that he's the last stage of evolution. You know, he's evolved mentally smarter in a higher capacity than all the other nations. That's why he prides himself in taking down all the nations. You know, and then now he's saying now he wants to merge man with machine. So that's a new wave that the world is going on to. That's the world evolving. You know, that's him thinking that he's a god. He can just manipulate, change everything. That's why he pollutes the earth. That's why he'll mass kill animals. He doesn't have any sympathy for life. He's a man of death. Everything he touches is death. It's basically like a virus. A virus that you touch something and then death just starts spreading. So that's what the so-called white man, he pushes that vibration.
Infectious disease.
Infectious disease, that's exactly what it is. An incurable infectious disease. All right, what do you have to do with an incurable infectious disease? You have to kill the host. That's the so-called white man. You kill the host, the whole earth is gonna go right back into what? Harmony. After we get put into power under Yahweh Shai. So that's the world that we're living in. What is, hey man, you start meditating upon these things. This is a scary world. The times that we're coming into, the times now, and the times that we're coming into, you might deal with a woman and she got a sex change. And in the surgery so on point, you don't even know. She will have to literally, it will have to literally tell you that it was a goddamn woman, man. Or a man, bro. Bring out the scriptures. This is a scary world, basically. And the only protection you have is through the secret place, like the brother was bringing out. The knowledge, wisdom, understanding. That's the only way you're going to be protected in times to come. From Esau's chip, from Esau's the flood, from his transhumanism, you know, from his fake foods, you know, his poisonous air. Everything's messed up here, man. And more importantly, these people's minds are corrupted. They have taken wickedness. They say, no, that's wickedness is normalized basically, to where they don't even blink. You have a goddamn tranny right next to you working. People don't even blink. They don't even think nothing of it. Oh, this is just this. Oh, she or it's fine.
Your mind's fucked up.
Yeah, you're messed up.
Yeah. How much more do these people?
Yeah, can you get Proverbs 29 and 27? Oh, that's the spirit.
So Proverbs 29 and 27. An unjust man is abomination to the just.
Yeah, the unjust man is abomination to the just. You see, these people are abominable. They're laden with iniquity upon iniquity upon iniquity. Why? It's because they're following after the man of iniquity, man. You're following after the man of sin, the so-called white man, which he goes against everything the Most High stands for. Whatever the Most High stands for, he said, "Now I'm gonna push that away to the side. I'm gonna do my own thing." That's having a so-called. He believes that he's above God. If there is a God, I'm above him. He believes that. Well, I can get away. I can maneuver my way from doing these things, from his grip on me. That's why he wants to translate and become a robot. Because now he thinks, okay, well, I built this robotic body, and I implanted my consciousness into it. Oh God, he can't do nothing to me. What are you gonna do? He can't, because Esau knows that the Most High controls you. So he thinks with his sick, demented mind that he turns himself into a robot, an android. He can escape that judgment.
Yeah.
You know? you do the demon. Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 29 and 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked.
Yeah, so the upright, the righteous, the Israelites, the elect, they're looked at, or the world perceives us as being wicked. What we're reading is wickedness. Okay? What we stand for in the Bible, oh no, that's bad. Why would a God do that? Why would a God kill babies? You know, here it is, the so-called white man. He's actually raping children, circumcising babies with his mouth. He's created just a cesspool of wickedness, man. Okay, go ahead. I think that was it on that. Yeah, that was it on that. You know what? Get Psalms 10 real quick. Start at the top.
Psalms 10 and 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thyself in the times of trouble? The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor.
Yeah, that's Esau. And Esau does this all through his pride. Okay, go ahead.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Yeah, so they set up this society to trap Jacob, the system, right? What the word system means, the pit, okay, a trap. They're gonna fall into that same trap, man. They made these nuclear missiles to what? To control the whole world. Them nuclear missiles are gonna fall upon his head. Okay, all the things that they devised against Jacob, you Israelites, that's gonna turn back on the so-called white man's head. That's why Deuteronomy 30 and 7. The curses are now falling on the Edomites. Edomites, they're getting bought out of San Francisco. All right, their children are all strung out on drugs. You can go hit a corner. You see Esau's children strung out on drugs, humped over, begging Israelites for money. Here it is. We coming out of slavery, man. If you want to get technical, we have an excuse or justification to be poor, okay, or to play the victim. What excuse you got? You totally threw in your own society. You let so-called Negroes and Hispanics get above you. How is that possible? It's because the Heavenly Father is bringing all these curses upon you. Why? Because you devise evil. So now that same energy that you put in to be evil, the Most High is to turn it on your head. There's a reward for the wicked. It tells you that in the scripture. Go ahead.
For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth.
Go ahead.
The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High.
Under no circumstance is a so-called white man going to seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in none of his thoughts. They tell you Psalms, can you get that Psalms 14? Just real quick. A man that does this doesn't believe, a man that will build a society like this with nothing confusion, this is a man that doesn't believe in a higher power. There's no fear in this guy's heart. Because he does no limit, he does everything with no limits. Okay? See, the other nations, they still had remnants, they worship a god, even though it's a false god, but they still have some sort of morals, they still have some sort of a standard. They just weren't going out pissing or shitting where they sleep. They wouldn't destroy the earth. They would use all the natural resources to their advantage. They wouldn't destroy where they're at. That doesn't even make sense. But the so-called white man would do that. Why? Because he doesn't believe in a higher power. He doesn't have any fear. He doesn't believe that there's going to be consequences and repercussions for his action. Read that real quick. Psalms 14:1.
Psalms 14:1. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no.
Yeah, the so-called white man is a goddamn fool. All right. To believe that you can build a society like this and it sustain itself, you got to be a fool. To think that you're going to be able to chip everybody in the planet Earth, you got to be a goddamn fool. To think that you're going to run away from the judgment, you got to be a goddamn fool. Here it is, you did all this wickedness, you had destroyed the planet Earth, and now you think you're just going to get away scot-free? How is that possible? That's the mind frame of a psychopath and a goddamn fool. Okay, the mind of an Edomite, essentially. All right. A guy who will sell his birthright for a piece of meat. This is the guy that we're dealing with. Okay, this is the so-called white man, or who set women above men, who build concrete to mesh a body up. The actual spray chemtrails in the same air that he breathes. Does that make sense? See, but he thinks that he's going to be able to transcend all that through his robotics. That's why he don't give a fuck about the nature. Right. All right. He'll upload his consciousness into a goddamn computer, just transcend, just living in the web. This is the type of guy that we're dealing with. Or if you want to have sex, he hooks up probes to you and stimulates your sensory systems. Go ahead, bro.
The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt.
They are corrupt. Go ahead.
They have done abominable work.
If you got a corrupt hard drive, what is it good for? It's fucked up. There's nothing you can do but destroy it. That's the man that we're dealing with. All right, the soul that's lifted up in him, like the scriptures say, is not upright in him. All right, so there's no possible way that you can change him, or he's turning a new leaf. He's the same devil. He's the same devil with the same doing the same tactics. Okay, go ahead.
They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. It's
none that doeth good. The so-called white man, he doesn't have a good bone in his body, so to speak. All right, he doesn't do good. And you can tell that by his actions. We're just speaking according to the actions of the so-called white man, the Edomites. We're not anything that we're saying, you can go back and look it up in history. Everything that we're saying is relevant in the times and season that we're in now. He's actually getting caught with being a pedophile. He's actually getting caught creating drugs. He's actually getting caught bombing people, setting up policies to put you in more slavery. This is the so-called white man doing. Who's doing this? Are we doing this? No, we're not doing this. It's so-called white man. Go ahead. Go back. That was it on that. Go back to that
Psalms 10 and 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High.
Yeah, under no circumstances will he seek after the Heavenly Father. Why? Because he's not righteous. Can we get Psalms 58? I believe Psalms 58 and 3. Go ahead.
The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
His thoughts? His thought process, you know how you do something, you be like, damn, I don't think I should do that. I can be judged for that. Right? He don't think about that. Whatever is in his heart, he does. He fulfills it. If I want to kill a massive amount of people, I'm gonna fulfill it. And you know what? Nobody's gonna do anything about it. Who gonna do something about it? That's the so-called white man. He puffing himself. He's puffed up with his pride. Why? Because he was able to subdue. He was able to have that power to subdue all the nations, especially take down the Israelites. Go ahead.
His ways are always grievous.
His ways are always grievous. What ways? The Heavenly Father's ways. These books. Isaiah, I think it's 26:10. Go ahead.
Thy judgments are far above out of his sight.
Yep, that's right. His judgments are far above out of his sight. He doesn't consider anything in the scripture to be true. He goes up beyond it. He'll read the judgment, and that's not gonna happen. And then he'll go and do wickedness and it's prospering. See? So wickedness is prospering, he's prospering in his way. So he's all like, shit, hey, I thought the Most High's with me. Well, it tells you that in Psalms, the 51st chapter, he thought that the Most High was altogether with him. Let's hold that too. Continue. No, go ahead and bring that out.
It's Isaiah.
I think it's Isaiah 26 and 10.
Isaiah 26 and 10. Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness.
Yeah, here it is, Esau. You got the whole planet Earth. You got the fatness of the earth. You got your blessing. And look what you have done to it. The Lord, he gave you because the earth is not yours, Esau, all right? The earth is the Heavenly Father's. And he gives stewardship over the earth, all right? To control the earth and to make the earth run the way that it's supposed to run. It's like a business. But here it is, you got this fucked up ass business owner, all right? Destroying the earth. Not only the earth itself, but the people that are in the earth, their minds. Okay, destroying them. Through what? Through his mind, through his philosophy, through his way of living. Oh, you gotta live like me, live like an Edomite. Look what I'm doing. I'm rich, I got money, I got all the women around me. Everything I touch, it prospers. What I'm doing is right, what you're doing is wrong. That's why you're broke. And that's how our people think. Oh, Esau, he gotta be doing something right, because he's rich. It tells you, and I think it's that the book of Sirach 10, I believe 10 and 30, where it talks about the rich man is respected because of his riches.
Yeah.
10 and 30, go ahead.
Sirach 10 and 30. The poor man is honored for his skill.
And you see that the poor man is honored for his skill. Esau, the other nations, they'll look at Jake in a high regard if you have a so-called worldly skill here. You can play basketball, you can shoot, you can run, you can sing. You're good with your hands. Whatever thing that Jake's good at, because all Jake is a superstar in some capacity and form. Every nigga's a star, and that's true. Any Jake can go into a field and conquer it. So you'll be honored for that. All right, you get kudos, you get a pat on the back. All right, Esau doesn't have skill. His skill is in wickedness. Go ahead.
Sirach 10 and 30. The poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches.
The rich man is honored for his riches. So Esau is looked at in high regard, like he's some type of like he's a god, because he has all the money. He has all the money to the point to where the actual money that you have in your pocket, it has his face on it. So what do you think that plays subconsciously to Jake that's out there. Well, if I want money, I gotta look. Every time I look at money, I'm looking at the so-called white man, so it gotta be good.
No better.
Niggas always talking about I need them Franklins, I need them Benjamins. Niggas get tatted on, they get the so-called white man tatted on them, right? Because they equate Esau with prosperity. And then they try to follow his ways. They try to follow his ways, live like an Edomite. But Jake, you can't live like an Edomite. You get jacked up. The Most High, he judges you. Okay? But the Most High, he judges you. But Esau, he can do wickedness and he'll prosper. See, that's the illusion. That's the enticement. Okay? And this world is nothing but enticements. This world is all about pleasing your flesh. It's all about the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes. Go back to Psalms, but you got a precept. You got read that.
I had a quick precept.
Yeah, you know we got a lot of precepts. Go ahead, read a precept.
It's Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Yeah, choose none of his ways.
Right.
Why? Because those ways are going to destroy you. All right, what's Esau all about? Esau's about stealing, killing, and destroying. All right, the thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy.
Yep.
So now, the only way Esau was able to obtain those riches was by doing those things. Lying, stealing, cheating, underhand deals, basically being a goddamn demon. Okay? Raping, robbing, pillaging, coveting. Yep. All right, so now that same behavior is now implemented by our people. To what? To do what? So they can attract riches, attract wealth. But that's the illusion. Okay, because you don't understand that there's side effects or there's consequences to your actions of being a goddamn demon.
Deceitfulness of sin. Yep.
There you go, the deceitfulness of sin. All right, because for that little small pleasure, oh, this is good, it feels good, but you don't know that you're being deceived. You're living a death lifestyle.
Yeah, because really a death style. Because really Esau's not even happy. Like Esau's all messed up. Esau's a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, plagued in the body, plagued in the mind.
Yep.
All right, just all messed up. He's looking for a better, he's looking for a better outlet. You know, he's looking for a better life. And he got everything that you aspire to have. That's why you see our people when they get in those high positions. All right, when they get that esteem of this world, it's a countdown, man. It's a countdown for them losing that. It's a countdown. As soon as the Jake get money, the countdown starts, man. The countdown to him losing that money starts. Be on the clock, man. Losing that money and losing that esteem, all right, which the so-called white man gave him. And Bill Cosby, he's a perfect example of that. Sir. You know, and because Bill Cosby, he's been around popping since the '60s, man. Like Bill Cosby was popping in the '60s. He wasn't just around. Like he was winning awards. You know, he was on daytime TV when Jake wasn't like on TV like that, man. Like Bill Cosby was like a really big guy. Just like with OJ, like OJ, he wasn't just like no regular guy. Nah, like OJ was a significant character, man. Yeah. Okay, because there was only a few Jakes that was on TV. Like you had Sidney Poitier. It was like Sidney Poitier, Harry Belafonte, and like Bill Cosby back in the '60s, man. Right. You know that were entertainers, man. Yeah, and Sammy, right. Sammy Davis Jr. Yep. Right, it was only a handful of Jakes there, so he was groundbreaking. So for him to have that type of fall, that's significant, man. And that just goes to show that the people on this side, you'll never have any rest here. You'll never have any assured